This is so weird, so weird, so weird. What is up, everyone? It's Riding Naked here, and today we're riding something a little bit different thanks to our friends over at Decals Powersports at the corner of 40 Highway and Woods Chapel Road in Blue Springs. Today we are riding a Honda NC700X, and this is really my first time on an adventure style bike. And I have to say, right off the bat, this is like super comfortable. Super comfortable. But one of the things that's weird about it is this thing's an automatic. Now, the first thing that really stands out to me about this automatic transmission is the fact that it's surprisingly smooth. You know, I wasn't really sure how that would work in a motorcycle, but I really don't mind it, to be honest with you, other than it's just weird for me basically twisting the throttle and taking off. You know, I'm used to having to let out a clutch, shift gears. My left foot has no idea what to do right now. But this bike makes up for that awkwardness. If you've been riding bikes for a while, you know, you're used to shifting gears, unless you've been riding cruisers that are automatics. But this bike makes up for that awkwardness of not knowing what to do with your left foot with you know, a nice smooth ride and a very comfortable seating and handlebar position. I cannot get over how comfortable this bike is, though. Oh man. Like, honestly, this would be like a great bike just to hop on and go back and forth to work. Like, if that's what you were doing. Was that my turn? I think that was my turn. Oh well. We'll find another turn. Or we'll go turn around, either one. So this is something I really kind of want to try with this bike, is a low speed maneuver. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's so weird. I'm not used to not having a clutch to pull in, so it's kind of weird. Now, surprisingly, with it being an automatic, you know, you can ride the rear brake, and the transmission actually will keep the RPMs up a little bit and try to help keep your momentum rolling and keep the bike upright. Yeah, it's got plenty of zip, plenty of get up and go. Don't want to get up and go too much. There's a sheriff right there. And because it's a automatic transmission, there's a parking brake. Well, let's step off and we'll take a walk around. So, you know, decent looking machine. Some of the cool features about this bike are, normally you'd have a gas tank right here. Turn that way, and you got storage, and a lot of it. You can put so much stuff in there. There's so much room for activities.
Look at all the sports space. We do aerobics in here.
So many activities.
Do step class.
It's making my head spin how many activities we can do.
Play Army Man.
Yeah.
And then the other cool thing is underneath the passenger seat, back here, here's your gas tank. And this is to help keep your center of gravity lower and, you know, make you a little bit more stable in corners and whatnot. I'm about 5'7", and I am tiptoeing this thing, so it is a little bit taller than like your typical, than most bikes, but that's because it's an adventure bike. This is so weird. Okay, so we're gonna try to use the manual transmission. So cool. It's just a little push button. And there's another one down on the thumb, and it's in a really weird spot. It's like right below the horn. So, shift. The cool thing is, I don't even have to let out of the throttle. That's pretty awesome. And then to put it back into automatic, you just push this little button over here above the kill switch, back in automatic. And you are back in action, Jackson. Like I said, now it is a little surgy on the downshifts, but surprisingly, it keeps the RPMs up and keeps your momentum flowing, and that's really, really nice. So you don't have to be putting your feet down all the time. So let's get it out here and go see how it corners. And let's turn my turn signal off. Now this actually does a pretty nice job about shifting, you know, about the right time in the corners. That was one thing I was kind of worried about with it being an automatic. It handles pretty well. It doesn't feel big and heavy, kind of like you think it would. I wouldn't say it's a flickable bike, but it definitely corners a lot better than you'd probably expect it to. But because of that gas tank being under the passenger seat, it doesn't have that top heavy feel to it. So it is really nice and centered, nice and balanced. And overall, nice little ride. Now most bikes, the mirrors really kind of suck on. Actually these mirrors, I actually like them. I can see behind me. Compared to my bike, I couldn't see behind me at all. So that's definitely a plus. Now I just got hit with a nice little gust of wind out of that direction, coming this way. And it actually shaved the wind pretty decently, even with this bigger windscreen on here. And with the windscreen, I'm going to try this in automatic mode, or manual mode. Yeah, it pulls, but it's still pretty fun. You know, even though you're not shifting gears, anytime you're riding motorcycles is fun. Yeah. Well, guys, as I take this thing back to the shop, I would like to conclude that overall, it's a very comfortable ride. The position that I'm sitting in at 5'7", I'm beyond comfortable. I wouldn't mind taking this cross country without a problem. Windshield is deflecting lots of air. You know, like I said, the handlebar height and all that is really comfy. The automatic transmission takes some getting used to, but you know, if you drive an automatic car, it's, you know, about like that. Just get on it and go, which is kind of nice, but like I said, just takes some getting used to, but surprisingly, it's pretty smooth. Anyway, guys, I just want to thank Decals Powersports for letting me take this bad boy out for a spin. Hope you like this video. Please leave me some likes and comments down below. And as always, guys, feel free to hit that subscribe button for more videos. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.